Hey everyone, Dr. Troy Dukowitz here, and today's topic is this. Do you live in a circle of clarity? So I'm having a conversation with a client, and basically we're talking about clarity, and we're talking about the clarity of his vision because he's realizing through these discussions that we're having that he's not necessarily very clear on what it is that he wants. When he looks at his business, he's not super clear about what it is that he wants. And I'd even argue that it's even that way in other areas of his life, with his health, his relationships as well. And so then I talked to him about, and so we just kind of honed in and we said, okay, let's look at your business, okay? And I want you to tell me about your circle of influence and the people that you associate with. And he told me, and I said, who do you talk to about vision? And he shared a couple of people that he talks to about vision. And the first group that he shared with vision, I said, okay, well, are they clear and do you know what they have a vision of? And he said, what do you mean? I said, well, do you know what their vision is? He's like, well, I guess I know bits and pieces of it, but I don't really know their full-blown vision. And I said, cool, okay, number two, do they know their vision? And he kind of stopped. And I said, because I know, based on things that I've seen, I would argue that they don't know their vision, which means that you're going to try to have a conversation about vision and getting clarity in your life, but you're talking to people who don't even realize that they're not clear about their vision and they don't have clarity in their life, which means that you're like a dog chasing your tail. You're never truly going to find your vision or your clarity because the people that you're associating with have no clarity of their own vision. And if nobody calls each other out, if he doesn't call them out or they don't call him out, they're going to sit around campfires for the rest of their lives talking about how things could be without ever actually truly breaking through. And so I share this with you because it becomes really important when you look at just what you look at your own circle. Who are the people that you associate with? And are those people who are very clear on what they want? And are you clear on what you want? And if they're not clear, then I would just say challenge them and ask them what it is that they want. And if you're not clear, I would say ask them to challenge you in identifying what your clarity is, what your vision is. It's so important that we surround ourselves with people who challenge us, the people that bring out the best in us, not enable us to continue down a path of mediocrity. This doesn't mean you have to ditch your friends. It means that you have to have a real conversation with them that says, hey, look, I love being around you. I love talking about big vision, but man, kick me in the ass. Be willing to call me out, and let's truly identify what you want and what I want, and then we can support each other on the journey and the path to getting there. And I think it's just so important for us, all of us, to have people who are willing to do that. And so take a look right now, just look at your own circle of friends, look at maybe who you're working with, and are they willing to call you out? Are they willing to push you into this next level? And they can't do the work for you, but are they willing to not enable you, but push you? Tell you the truth and tell you things that you might not necessarily want to hear. I can tell you that there's so many calls that I have through the course of a week where, especially when we're doing Zoom, I know people are looking at me and they're just like, son of a bitch, man, can't believe you're saying this to me. But it's yet I function from a place of truth. I don't function from a place of lies. I function from a place of honesty and telling you things that you might not want to hear because I know that they're going to help you to grow. I know they're going to help you to expand. I'm not an enabler. I'm not a person who's going to sit there and say, oh, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I'm a person who's going to sit here and say, okay, those are great stories you're telling yourself. Now, how about if we go ahead and we move past those and we start functioning from a place of reality? Identify your vision. Identify with clarity what it is that you want, and we can work from that place. But if you have no clarity, if you have no understanding of your vision, hell, just in the next year, where do you want to be the next year? And some of you, that stresses you out. So, okay, where do you want to be the next 30 days? What is your vision of where you want to be in the next 30 days? When you start to put these pieces together, you start to create clarity. And then from 30 days, maybe where do you want to be in 90 days? And from 90 days, where do you want to be in 180 days? And from 180 days, where do you want to be at the end of the year? All of a sudden, you can start working towards that path of getting to where it is that you want to go. So challenge yourself to identify what your vision is. Look at the people around you, and if they don't know, challenge them. It's going to make you better in the end. It's going to make them better in the end. And then, hell, you'll all throw a party afterwards because you were willing to start functioning from a place of reality. You were willing to start functioning from a place of true vision and really understanding where you want to go because you had clarity. To create it. So that's all I've got for you here today. I'm Dr. Troy Dukowitz. Love you, honor you, appreciate you. Roll up your sleeves, get to work. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.